Okay. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Okay, let's see if I can get somebody up in here. I'm parched. Ooh. Hey, lady. What's up, sis? I just wanted to go live. You know, I haven't been live in a minute. Gotta put my work in. What you over there doing? What my TT baby's doing? It's storming again. I'm gonna sleep through these storms. But hun, I was just sitting here doing a video. I was I was saying talking about how busy the enemy has been. Hey, my bookie. Hey, sis. How are you? How are you, gorgeous? I know a lot of people don't come on here unless you know I'm cooking. But hey, okay. Thumbs up the line, subscribe, share, comment. Whether it's good or bad, honey, it don't matter. We taking it all, okay? And if you do want to bless me, as you know, they've been telling me to do, if you do want to bless me, I will put my cash app in the bottom. I will say Zelle, but Zelle leaks a lot of information. So I will put I will put my cash app in the what's name below, so in the description box, so you'll be able to, if you want to bless me with something, then you know, hey, I'm grateful. I really am. I've been just under a little bit of a storm, really pushing myself, and it's just like I'm trying to um keep it enough energy to keep me afloat, but I have more energy to try to help people because it's like it's been a process back and forth. And hold on one second, child. Hey, sugar pops, I'm live streaming on you. I'm live streaming on YouTube. Can I call you right back? Yeah, go ahead, baby. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I do apologize. That's my favorite cousin. But okay, wait. What was the question? How is your household? How can I say it? It's a lot of different emotions and a lot of different pains. So it's like you either don't let's put this clear. Honestly and respectfully, I am the head of household. I am the head of the house. But respectfully, I want to respect each and every individual, each and every inch of the house, and each and everybody's privacy. But, you know, it comes to, you know, a little bump here, a little bump there, because there's different emotions everywhere. And you have to be grateful on how to handle people. And I learned, you know, growing up with siblings, a grandmother, a mom, cousins, family, Baby, growing up on Central Park, we had everybody, almost everybody staying with us. From left to right, right to left, up and down, down and up. Um, and despite of how everything turned out, the last situation that it was my mom's best friend, and she was the last one staying with us. Are you single? Yes. She was the last one staying with us, and that was the last of the, how can I say, helping, because my mom took her eternal rest afterwards. But I guess it just poured into me to do the same gracious thing, because if you got it and you can help somebody, help somebody. Don't, I'm not never saying don't think about yourself, because you have to think about yourself. But when you think of yourself more than you think of trying to help somebody, guess what ends up happening? You end up losing your blessings. You know what I'm saying? God's power and infinite wisdom and his heart is so great. And most people be selfish. What do you look for in a woman? I don't date women. But back to what I'm saying, you have to think about yourself but help the next person. Don't lose yourself, but be able to have enough to help the next person. That's just like, you know, I'm in the hospital. I was in the hospital then, and I was going through what I was going through. But when I heard that Lips had a heart attack, baby, I thought about myself, but my food was up. That was one of my good people. And I had to pray. Oh, baby, I had to pray over that one. Most people could just say, I hope you're okay, and leave it at that. No, I've learned, if you say I'm going to pray for you, either ask that person, can you pray right then and there? Or baby, you just go into war. Okay, you just go into war with your shield and be ready. And you see what I'm saying? So I don't lose myself when I'm helping people. I don't lose myself now. Do I go through challenges of angry or hurt or disappointed or yes, you're going to go through that because those are emotions, and emotions are tied to us. We're born with them. So yes, you're going to go through them. But once you learn how to start elevating and balancing it out, you see how that's balanced? Once you learn how to equal and balance it out, things work out for the greater. And people keep failing to realize everything is not permanent. Hello? It's not permanent. Things are temporary. So you have to just hold on. Hold on. A change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. That was one of my, oh my God, my mom introduced to that. She introduced that song to us years ago. Ooh, okay, hold on. I gotta turn to the right and read. Hello, Queen. You have to fill your cup first. Always. Because if you don't, you'll be pouring from an empty cup. Fill your cup first and pour into the people who really need it and not being manipulated. I applaud that. I applaud that because that is true. That is the God honest truth. And that's why I said you have to ground yourself first, pour into yourself first, and then you able to get I know y'all done seen this toy before. Y'all seen it on movies and everything. Y'all see it on like people desk, like big boss desks or something. It's a little bird that tilts and tilt back, and it just it consecutively do it, just tilt and tilt back. That's how you. That's how you have to do people. You're grounding. You're making sure you're grounded, so you're not gonna move. But tilt a little bit, tilt back. And you just keep doing it to the ones who need you, not the ones who just want to drain you. And the ones who want to drain you, oh, but get into that. You're welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. To the ones who want to drain you, let me give y'all a good idea. People like that could come in the form of a child, husband, wife, best friend, sibling, mother, father, the closest thing to you. People like that could come in all type of shapes, form, and fashion. And how they do it, some play on your mental issues, some play on your physical issues, some play on your heart, and some of us, hit a key word, I said some of us, because I have got done that too. We want to help, we feel sorry, we, you know what I'm saying, we want to, give back, and we get drained because we done got tricked. I have been subscribed for a while. I just don't comment, but and I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful for your support. I'm grateful that you decided to comment tonight. I'm so grateful for everything that you have done. Thank you to each and every individual who is watching, who is not watching, who tuned in and left. I'm grateful for all that. I'm not one of them petty people that be, oh, da, da, da. Baby, I keep telling anybody. Whether I'm sitting here with a goldfish puppy in the corner by myself, I'm thankful. I'm grateful I made it to 2.6K. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm claiming to get higher. I'm claiming to get greater. I'm claiming to go further. Because at the end of the day, God has something in store for me, and I know it's there. I know it's there. But yeah, people who want to drain you comes in the most form fashionable way. And then the care part about it, some even will appear right when you got a big blessing coming, or God finna turn some things around for you, and then that's boom. As I was getting my food together for my video, I was sitting in my kitchen, I was thinking to myself, the enemy, as we was taught growing up, they said the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Hmm. Let that say, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. If you dead, ain't nothing else the enemy can do to you. That's not what they want. When they say kill, steal, and destroy, kill your dreams, kill your ambition, kill your spirit, kill your feelings, kill your love. That's what they mean by kill. To steal, your happiness, steal your patience, steal your drive, steal your belief, steal your faith. That's to steal. Now destroy. Ha! That's a thought. That's a real thinker right there. What do you mean destroy? Think of everything you built. Think of the foundation that you laid. Think of the friendships that you made. Think of the relationships and bonds that you built. That's a destroy. Because the enemy not trying to kill you and wipe you off the face of earth. No, because if you do that, then what job did they do? Nothing. That's why if you look at my video that I'm about to post, like I said, I hate, and I know hate is a bad word, but hate for this is serious, and I really do hate it. I hate sickness. I hate eternal sickness, things that prey on you slowly but surely, and it just feed off of you. Because if you have family who have cancer, who have diabetes, who have heart failure, anything like this, yes, if they take care of themselves, things can go good, but it take one slip, it take one sickness, it take something else to happen, and then things can go left. Now, praying about it helps. Believing and knowing that God has to let say so, it helps because it's the truth. Baby, I had an auntie who they kept saying was not gonna make it the next day, who was gonna be gone by morning. Baby, and she shut them up for 4 days. 4.5 days she shut them up. Twin, twin, where have you been? Nobody loves me like you love me. Nobody. I be trying. But when I tell y'all, I have, oh, I'm blessed, honey. God woke me up and I took it from there. And I've been saying that lately because it's the truth and I believe it. If He woke me up and I take it from there. And when I tell y'all, I'm going to tell you how the enemy been trying me. When I wake up, my body don't hurt. I don't be in pain. I be like, okay, cool. But the minute I sit up, boom, boom, bow, boom, bow, boom. Oh, I try to stand up, legs hurting real bad. But you know what? The drive knowing that God woke me up. He said, I'm giving you another chance because I know you can do it. I woke you up because you have something to do. And some people just be looking like, what is it can I do? What is it can I do? Baby, sometimes a text message can help. A phone call. Just saying good morning to somebody. Because you never know what people are going through in this lifetime. And the care part about it, in this lifetime, like I say, this life was designed to do two things, begin and end. A lot of people might agree, a lot of people might not agree. But hey, it's the truth. That's my opinion. So if God wake you up, what's hurtful to just say something to the next person or help in some type of way? If you leave the grocery store, if you live in the grocery store, you see somebody with a cart full of bags and you got like 4, 5 bags, what's so hard to just put your cart to the side? Hey, you need help? You see a older person trying to cross the street. You mean tell me it hurts you that bad to stop and help? I don't understand people. I don't. And it's sad because at one point in time, man, and I'm gonna get real with y'all, and if I do tear up, just just understand where I'm coming from. Within these past 4 months, I have been on a verge of breaking down. I have broke down. I've cried. I literally just felt nothing but anger. My emotions was through the roof, and I don't know why. I had gotten so angry and was so hurt and so confused at once. I didn't know what to do. And see, I'm one of them people who mine will go 1,000 miles per second. Did the enemy jump on that? It did. You know, the enemy was saying, oh, people tired of seeing you. Do you see? Don't nobody come and visit you. Don't nobody help you. Don't nobody do this with you. Don't nobody care about you because you nothing. You're gonna always be this. You're gonna always be that. Ain't nobody gonna take you for real and this and other. And the enemy is in my mind. And then next thing you know, memories of me being at my grandma and how all the people who was once a part of my life not there. Cause the minute my grandmother took her sleep, baby, people was in a blink of an eye. I started crying so bad. I mean, to the point I'm shaking. And instead of me instantly calling on the man upstairs, I picked up my phone and I called my reverend. And I broke down. I was talking with her, and like I asked her, what is it that I'm supposed to do? Because I feel like a rose in the middle of earth, and everything around me is just falling, caving, burning. I don't see nothing good around me. What is I supposed to do? How am I supposed to handle this? Hello, Don. Hey, Birdie. My mind was just going through a lot. And after talking about her, like I say, sometimes it just takes that one person or one thing to help you. So many people just feel like they got the strength to carry the earth, but then when real times hit them, they cave. Baby, just because sometimes you fall flat, sometimes you fall weak, sometimes you fall in the mixture. That don't mean you're weak. That don't mean give up. That don't mean instantly just throw everything away. Because see, God is in the blessing business. And like I said, as long as He wake you up, then you have a purpose. And I'm speaking to each and every one of you. I'm speaking to anybody that's listening. If you wake up, you have a purpose. You are important. You're smart. And you're needed. And I'm speaking to each and every individual. Like I said, whether they stayed or left, this is just Queen. I can't be nothing else. I'm Queen. Okay, twin? Oh, if y'all see me keep looking over to my left, it's because I got y'all on my TV so I can read better because like with the light and my vision with the light and vision it's horrible. So I look to the left so I can make sure I'm reading correctly. But times are hard. And there's people, gray, black, blue, purple, white, yellow, orange, turquoise, whatever. We need to help one another. Stop discouraging each other. Stop hating one another. Stop being mean to one another. I know some people are like, who you is to tell me this? Who you? Baby, I'm just Queen. I'm this Queen. That's who I am. And I can't do nothing but just love you. That's all I can do. Love you. And if you don't want it, guess what? It's still there. My love is just like God. He don't force himself on you. He's not gonna force himself all through you. He's not gonna make miracles just happen because you don't want it. Guess what he do? He sits there and waits on you patiently. And as my twin told me, your blessings is not denied. It's just put on hold. Huh. Wait, let me say that again because it's like every time I say that and I can feel it. Your blessings are not denied. They're just put on hold. Come on. You have to silence the voice of the enemy. Try. That's true. De- Delayed, not denied. That is a God honest truth right there, and I'm so grateful where I'm at. Hold on, I'll get close with y'all. Oh, okay. So usually I do an hour stream, but we gonna see what happens. Hello, Miss Yolanda. How are you? Keep walking. And twin, that is the truth. I am. Despite of pain, despite of anger, ooh, despite of it all, I'ma keep on pushing. Miss Yolanda, I'm blessed and highly favored. Okay. I am blessed and highly favored. I'm good. I'm just on here keeping it real, telling it like a TI is, because like I say, most people, you know, oh, oh, Jesus. Just like this. But I always been the type who can go without. Do you hear me? I always been the type that can go without. And sometimes going without makes you appreciate it when you finally get things. Excuse me. I've been telling a few people, it's a difference. I don't need a lot of things. I want them. God supplied everything I need. You hear the key things? He supplied everything I need: shelter, food, clothes, a stable mind, my health, my words, my temple. These are things I need, and He made sure that it's supplied and stocked well. No complaints. Now, things that I want: a vacation, extra money, new phone, new clothes, new earrings. Those are things that I want. I don't need them, I want them. I know that's right. Bird Bird. Hi, Yolanda. Hi. Can you write my big hug? Indeed. To all my ladies and gentlemen that's on here, like my sister said, we need to get our passports, y'all. We need to get out the woulda, coulda, shouldas. We need to get out of the, oh, I wish. Cause baby, this is not Dragon Tail. I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in the land of power. We need to break up out of that. We need to. Every now and then, child, y'all have 20, 10, 5, some quarters here, some pennies there, nickels here. Put that to the side so you can save up. We need to get our passports because we need to get out of here, honey. We need to travel. We need to travel, and I'm disciplined in certain things because I've literally been trying to work with some things. I'm still trying to find somebody who know how to design shirts. Yes, I still have projects that I'm working on. I'm trying to put together, and it's just like the enemy don't want to see me succeed, but baby, he's not in charge of me. Hello, I'm good on the passport. I will definitely pass. And you know, Miss Yolanda, that's cool. That's cool, baby. You know what I'm saying? I just look. I say it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it because the way the way they trying to twist and make us work hard for everything, and half of the stuff I don't understand how they trying to get us to work hard for when we deserve it. A lot of us really deserve it. So I don't understand how someone. But you know what? Let me dip into a video that I was watching. Let's jump there. Oh, and that, hey, Miss Yolanda, I don't blame the sugar pots. Okay. Nope. Where is it? Where is it? Excuse the language. Um, See, this is my fault because I keep saying I'm supposed to have it right then and there, and I don't. Okay, I don't have it right now. I'm not focused on the video, but the point of the video, with the video that I watched, let me tell y'all, what people is really peeing, and I'm gonna say peeing, what people are peeing me off about, if you're dating somebody, if you're married to somebody, if you're doing something, if you're just a side piece, whatever the terminology of it called, If anything in this nature, if you're not living with this person, your name is not on the lease, on the deed, on the rental formation, format, whatever. If your name and nothing on there, go away. I watched this video and it pissed me off. This girl had a baby or two with this dude. Now the guy is living on his own. She goes to his home, go in his home, and get to find him and tear up his stuff. I mean, we didn't have this conversation before. I didn't talk about it before, and it pisses me off. I'm new here, but would like to know what your content is about. So, um, my live streams could be anything. It could be from random conversations, random topics. It might be me cooking, but my main platform in all total is a mukbanger. I'm a mukbanger. I love to eat and talk. Once I eat, I talk. Sometimes I might talk a little bit before I eat. But either way go, I discuss real life situations. I point out the real obvious things, vice versa, what people want to see or this, so want to believe. Because at the end of the day, like I was just saying, to the young lady, you went to this man's house to fight him and start trouble and cause all this because the fact that you was upset that he's not continuing whatever y'all had, get over it. Get over it. And then you want to use kids as an aftermath to, you know what I'm saying, try to hold somebody back. Get over it. His problem, his fault was, one, you didn't have to let her in. You didn't. If you knew she's toxic, you knew she was this and the other, you didn't have to let her in. Thank you. You did not have to let her in. Then too, once she was in and got tearing up your stuff, instead of arguing with her, fighting with her, and you seen what she doing, you could have just politely walked away, call the police. I'm so sick and tired of people. I don't bring the police to my bed, and I ain't calling the police. That's for baby. Whether you like it or not, their job is to be done, and you need to call them because here you is fighting with this young lady. Now, black people, she was just blanked out and ended your life, unalived you. Things that could have been avoided. Um, and you know what I'm saying? Thank you. That's my mods. My mods are in here. You got my good girl. They got us my vaccine. You got my sister Peru. You got my twin. See the pre. You got my good boy Birdie Bird. But yeah, people do all these things, and then the minute the biggest thing happened, here come the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Things can be avoided. Things can really be avoided if you just handle things the right way. Move along. I don't understand people. If you say it's over with, I'm done. We're not on this level no more. Keep it as is. Stop feeding into it. Stop giving the fire, the wood for the fire, and you won't have to worry about if it's gonna blaze up or not. Do what's supposed to be done the right way. Period. And I can't speak on. I mean, I ain't gonna say I can't speak on it. I can speak on it, but I can't be just 100%. Oh, I'm totally because I have failed numerous of times, and majority of the time this was my fault. See, I'm an adult to stand here and own up to what needs to be said. Some of us play with fire. And then when the fire start raging back up and then start getting out of control, the first thing we want to do is get mad. Call and bringing everybody into it. And then that's another thing. If you and somebody getting into it, keep it between y'all. Instead of bringing their family in and your friends over the seas and pastors and them, keep it between y'all. You raise the fire back up, keep it between you. Now, the only way I can say you bring somebody in, if you know 100%, 1,000% sure that you're done. If you're done, you're done. And you know what I'm saying? I say this because, like I said, story time. I had an individual who I was talking with. We ended up fooling around, and the person made me believe that we was in a relationship. Promised me all type of things that we was gonna go here, we was gonna do this, we was gonna do that, and I knew in my heart it wasn't what it was being described as. But did I play along? Yes. Did I thought I was getting a lot of good things from it? Yes. Did I say I could end it at any time and did not do it at any time? Yes. And see, that was my fault. And see, I'm a grown woman to sit here and own up to it. Most people can't own up to it because guess what the first thing they're gonna say is, well, that person said this, well, that person made me feel that, but you know in your mind, heart, and spirit what the truth was. You know it. And then 2 years, 3 years down the line, you ain't talked to this person, ain't seen them. You see them just in the random street somewhere. Then all of a sudden you bump heads with them. Now here go them little old feelings. Here go you see him falling into the trap, trying to pump the girls up, trying to sit up here be cute, or he see him around the friends, you know what I'm saying, got them saying something to you so you can say something to them. Then y'all bump heads to say something. That's why I say people in general cut the boop, cut it. For real, cut it. It's so much bull out here, and people just fall for it every rip. Manipulation is true. It's real. False flagging is true. It's real. Liars are real. I mean, I'm just keeping it real because, and the reason why I can speak on a lot of these things because a lot of things I've been through. It took me 31 years. I'm 36. I'm 36 to the government. But in my mind, spirit, and heart, I'm 21. Hello, and can nobody change that? But anywho, it took me 31 years to understand. Shantae, hi Bookie. It took me 31 years to come to the realization I've never been in a real relationship. I always been somebody's, excuse me French, sex toy, somebody's fantasy pleaser, somebody's nasty little. Y'all get the drift. It took me 31 years to understand that. And now I'm here today on a foundation that I had to break up, destroy, cry, and start over. And the foundation that I'm building now is solid, is real, is honest, and is, oh, honey, it's pure. It's pure. Because I had to come to the realization, stop falling for words. If ain't no action before the words, then baby, don't believe it. Because I had to sit back and look and talk to some older generations. And I talked to my auntie. She said the man that she had been with for 42 years ain't never been married to this man. And it tickled me. 42 years she was with this man. And she said for the first 7 years, he didn't do nothing but chase her. I said, chase you? She said, don't get me wrong. We did a little something, but she said, I still didn't never make him my permanent because he wasn't real. I said, he wasn't real. She said, no, he wasn't real. I said, well, I'm confused, girl. What you mean he wasn't real? She said, because I knew he still wanted to be in the streets. He still wanted his cake and eat it too. So I didn't sit there and become duck, duck, goose and be waiting on him to do this and fulfill all the promises that he said he was going to do. She said, I keep it as how it's supposed to be. And I said, wow. I said, but when had, adult time, because, I try not to get fully into them type of conversations with my auntie them because I'm the way I was raised. You don't have the type of conversation with your aunties and uncles. In my eye, either I'm grown, but in my eye, I'm still a kid to y'all. So, but like she told me, she said she never made him a permanent because she knew he wasn't ready for that. And it took for him to get his elderly slightly years for him to really settle down. And they still not married. That's the funny part. They still not married. But they live together. He he stay in the house, he go to work, he come home, and he's under her. He take care of home. So to my good people out here, to my gentlemen, to my ladies, from my ladies to my gentlemen, let me keep it real with you. If a person not putting in work, action, or a thought of realism in it, don't fall for it. People can tell you you're beautiful. People can tell you you're gorgeous, this and the other. People can say you're handsome, but guess what? It starts with who? You. If you tell yourself that, you won't have to look for that in the streets. If you get confidence, you won't have to look for that from nobody else. And if you know that you love yourself, you darn sure don't need it from nobody else. And that's on period. It takes for you to sit there and realize everything you've been through, all the drama, all the hurt, the pain, the suffering, the institute of what they did to you. And you don't take it and go crazy with it, take it out on everybody and put everybody in the same boat. No, you don't. You know what you do? You ball it up into one big nice little ball and you throw it away. Now, do it sound easy? It do, but it's not. But just know, once you do it, whew, it's like when you first accepted God in your life, it's that powerful, it's that spiritual, it's that great. It feels amazing. I play with so many people, I joke with so many people, I flirt with a few people. And lately, like I said, I don't know what was going on with me, but I wasn't a little bit emotional to the point I was breaking, and I took it out on a few people. I did. And that was my fault because some things were said and I took it literally to heart, thinking, this what it was because of whatever my mind was going through. And I took my anger on them. Did they deserve it? No, they didn't. Because they didn't do nothing. They didn't owe me anything. They didn't owe me nothing. But I took it upon myself to make it more bigger than what it was. It was a breadcrumb, and I made it a whole loaf of bread, and that was my fault. But and I'm gonna just jump out there and I want to apologize. This not because no, it won't seem genuine. It won't seem real because now it just seems like you just trying to put a band-aid over because this and another. You just want me to forgive you. No, I want your forgiveness, but I want you to see that it's not what it was. Now you can just step up there and say, "Hey, I apologize." If the person take it, they take it. They don't, they don't. There's nothing you can do about it. But just knowing that you tried, you changed, and you moving forward. That's where it counts. Why I'm at, I want to make sure I'm not going over. I'm just so grateful for everything I have been through in 36 years. Most people look at it as, oh my God, this I couldn't do this. I look at it every milestone and every stone that I stepped on. God took me higher than where I've been and where I've been. I done had my ankles broke 9 times. 8 on the right, one on no, 8 on the left, one on the right. I'd have been shot. I'd have been hospitalized numerous of times. I'd have been jumped on. I'd have got kicked out of school because nobody to go up there and help me get back in. I have been through the ringer. I have buried 2 brothers. Well, actually, blood brothers 2, play brothers 6. I buried 2 god sisters. I done buried a whole bunch of friends, aunties, uncles, buried my grandmother, my mother. And I was telling my sister, I said, y'all don't understand how it feels. What you mean? That was my grandma too. That was my sibling too. Yeah, that was your sibling. That was your grandmother. That was your mother. But at the end of the day, you know the real hurt is when the funeral was over with and the burial was over and the repast was over with, I came home to me. I didn't come home to I didn't come home to somebody hugging me, somebody comforting me, somebody saying, "Is you okay?" I didn't come home to that. I came home to four walls and me. Most people were home to their kids, their boyfriends, their girlfriends, husband, wives, friends. But I'm supposed to be the strong one. I'm the infant one. I'm the mighty one. He will. He will. I'm so grateful. I am. I'm so grateful. 36 years and everything I've been through. You know, when I got shot, my sister, you know, me and her don't agree a lot either. We don't say a lot of terms. But when I got shot, my sister was the only one there. She was at my bedside. You know, most people, something would happen to a family member or a friend, and people will be right there. They they really ride behind the ambulance. They posted up in the room with you. Mm-mm. I laid in that hospital, that rehabilitation center. I laid up in there for 2.5 weeks. No, I'm fibbing. It was almost a month. I laid up in the hospital. Every day I'm hearing cold blue, cold blue, cold blue. They rolling dead bodies past my room. Because my room was right there by the elevator, the shaft that goes down to the basement where the morgue is at. And I'm just in the road past. Depression hit me so hard. And most people just like, oh, I called you. Yeah, you did. But when that call ended, you get my drift? I've been through some things. I've been through some things. But when I tell my story, it's not for people to feel sorry for me. It's not for no remorse. It's not for no, oh my God, let me comfort you. No. I tell my story because it's my testimony. It's my survival. And I'm grateful of 36 years that I'm here. I'm grateful. Hi. I love you. I love you. Thank you. I'm so grateful for each and every one of y'all. Like I said, um, I'm glad I was able to come and sit with y'all, talk with y'all. I am going to upload a video. Oh, baby. Oh, excuse me. Them real tips was off the chain. So, you know me. I love telling it, you know. Sometimes I might cry from me, but people think it's a cry of sadness, a cry of remembrance. No, it's a cry of thank you. You feel me? It's a cry of thank you. Because I made it. How many, majority of people who get shot or something or majorly happen, they don't bounce back. And look at me. And the enemy ain't done. And I'm here to stand here and say that the enemy not done with me. He can't stand the fact that I still speak of God's name. He can't stand the fact that I know who Jesus is. He can't stand the fact that I come on here and help somebody. He can't stand it, so he's not done with me. He's still gonna try me. He's still gonna push so much on me. And guess what? God's still in the blessed business. If he wake me up, I'm gonna take it from there. Hello. When the enemy don't like what you got in store, when the enemy don't like the aura around you, guess what they do? They get angry and flee. How they get angry and flee? Some of them leave. Some of them, oh, here you go talking about God again. Oh. Baby, if you do that, then guess what? I'm doing a good job. Hello. I'm doing my job. I'm telling the testimony. I'm spreading the word. I'm uplifting. I'm encouraging. I'm loving. I'm giving what God gave me. And most people keep failing to realize we have an inch in us. But what God pours into us overflows it all. That's why I know I'm able to love somebody. Despite of what I'm going through, I'm able to love somebody. I'm able to help somebody. I'm able to open my arms and give a hug. Despite of what's going on up in here, this is what overflows. Hello? Whew. Girl, today the devil tried it. He wanted me to take. Amen. Don't do, baby. I tell people, when you doing the work of God, despite of what anybody else's feel, and see, some people look at it and the kid right back to me, no, I'm finna say this, and I know a lot of people finna be looking at me like, what? Feel? It's the truth. It's the truth. You could be prostituting right now. And listen to what I'm saying. You could be prostituting right now, sitting here getting somebody in their actions and this and the other. But I bet you 5 to 10. And you start speaking on the word of God and you meaning it from your heart, you still doing the work of God. Despite of how it's being done or how it get delivered, you still put the word in. Because see, God used the worst people. I'm not saying he don't use or he don't bless the ones who know him and know his word and spread his word. No, he used the worst people. That's who he go for. And I witnessed that. I done seen people who say F God and they don't believe in him and this and who at the bin. And then you see them down the line and see over time things change. It's like you see how my hands start going up, it start elevating. You can't suspect to put a seed in the ground and by the next morning it's gonna be blossomed and ready and this and that. No, it has to go through a cycle before it takes the regimen of connecting to. But just know, once it connects, whew, y'all gonna y'all gonna have me try to go to church now. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm not a minister. I'm not a motivated speaker. I'm just a realist of what life had brought, what life had been a part of me. My life has been a part of. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm just speaking from my life experience, and that's the truth. I know most people look at me and just be like, "Oh, she big as ever. Oh, she can't do nothing. Oh, she just laying in bed and eat all day. Oh, that's why she big." And da, da, da. You know, and it's so funny because you don't know my life. You don't know my story. You could go off on little bits and pieces of what you see on the video or what somebody else is saying this and that. But baby, if it's not coming from these lips, and how many of y'all know that phrase? Don't believe until you hear from the what? The horse's mouth. I just had to put that out there, y'all. But my good people, I am. Oh, okay. I got a little more time left, so put it out there. You know what y'all want to talk about. Throw a topic out. I'm ready, baby. I'm trying to tell you. I try not to go to church, but it's tough. I put a clip of my minister, my reverend, well, my pastor. She's the second pastor. I put her up there because what she said in that little clip that I put up, it hit 3,000 times different of being in person. People today is so selfish. Selfish. Because they think they doing right. But if you have nothing but anger behind it, how you helping somebody? Talk to me. You can't say, "Oh, I'm gonna pray for you," but then you turn around and start talking about it. You can't help somebody move, but the whole time you moving something, you complain. You can't say, "Oh, I loaned you this money." You can't loan money, then turn around with the same breath and talk about it. I don't understand people. How you claiming you helping when it's not to help, it's to be selfish. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense to me. That sounds good. That sounds good. It might be the in slightly lazy way, but that sounds good. And the reason I say lazy way because basically making spaghetti the regular way is still lazy. My dietitian is really trying to get me to start fresh on buying all my ingredients and cooking for myself, which I might do. I might do, but I don't use um I don't excuse me. I don't use the marinara sauce anymore, the red sauce. I don't use that because it bothers the acid in my stomach, so I use Alfredo. Just like I switch my pizza. When I get order pizza, I get Alfredo sauce. And if they don't want to, which is crazy because they're supposed to, if they don't want to substitute with marinara, I don't want it. Okay. Hey, my sweet pound cake baby, how are you doing right now? And I miss you already. Somebody baby kisses, kisses. Hi, Jeremiah. How are you? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for the love, Jeremiah. I appreciate that. But once again, it don't hurt to say this, and I'm gonna say it. If you do want to contribute, if you do want to bless me with anything, I'm not forcing nobody. I'm not saying, "Oh, you got to." Da, da, da. No, I said if you want to bless. That's just like if somebody just want to walk past and just say, "Here's $1." It's a blessing. So if you do want to bless me, I will put my cash app in the description box below. And if you now what I'm asking, and I'm hoping and praying that a lot of you do it. Please subscribe, share, comment, and do me a favor, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Cause how would you know if I upload a video if you didn't notify? Okay. Well, with that being said, my good people, I have reached my hour mark. Wait, Rotel comes spicy, but I use the mild kind. Baby, I love spicy. But with that being said, my good people, I'm so grateful that y'all came through. Thank y'all for commenting, sitting and talking. Thank y'all for chatting. And with that being said, if nobody else tell you, you're gonna hear from this queen and nobody else. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I don't have to know you to say I love you. but I do. Y'all have a safe and blessed night. And see y'all in the next video. See y'all.